Greetings, everybody. Greetings. Hold up. Hold up. Once again, greetings, everybody. Greetings. 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 I greet. In common parlance, hello. Sounds awkward to me, but hello. Good evening. There we go. Good evening. My name is Shimoge. You can also call me Moge. Welcome. It's going to be thinking out loud here. Vertical integration. Don't have a piece of paper with me at the moment, but trying not to overdo the piece of paper. Not that it'll go away entirely, just, I won't do it every time. Anyway. Just did a first ever live jam session over on Inquiry. I think my common practice, so I'll do that before, is that I will do that before any standard live stream just to kind of wake up, cleanse my system, think it feels like a good idea. And that music will be used to make other music, especially audio only music. Forgive me, I'm trying to find an appropriate stand for my phone here. Let's see. If I went on my phone case, will be strong enough. Will the center hold? Same thing. Anyway, all right. I think it will be good. Welcome. I get the same thing. It's my tribe to go still gonna try. I'm just saying yes. In all seriousness, I know there's a lot of debates on what we should name ourselves, both individually and collectively. All I'll say for now is this: open discourse. Don't assume that a name you heard that didn't apply to yourself before is not rightfully one of the names. Anyway, to be explored. Also, there are many names. No one has just one name. Nothing has just one name. Anyway, but if it flows out of you, when you assume it's likely a name. Anyway, I'm thinking about vertical integration. What does that mean? Let me describe it. I have different types of content that I make. Once again, welcome to anyone who's here already, and welcome to anyone watching this in the future. I'm thinking about the different types of content that I make. I'm also thinking about, and when I say that, I'm talking about major pieces of content. I'll list those in a second. I'm also thinking about things necessary to support them, both actions and public-facing actions. And then I'm just thinking of how I conceptualize working about, because that's what I mean when I'm saying I'm thinking about what all right, that's what I mean. All right. Let's go. So, different types of content. One, Atamatamadiwa. What is that? The idea, the idea of the what is that? What we call pre-recorded videos, particularly the long form ones. That's what I call them. Atamatamadiwa. Second, you got a Madila. What's that? This stuff we call live streaming, going live. Madila. I would say those are my two major products. As well as those products, it spread my ideas. Third, short videos called Emotions, Our Greatness, The Wife. Again, these things come to me from my ancestors. It makes sense in that, I didn't know how to call these things in my language before praying, to be honest. But when I think about it, it makes sense. Live stream gets your blood flowing. Pre-recorded video gets your blood flowing, though generally not as much. But not everything's about blood flow. And then got little bite-sized thing that can go everywhere. That's great, man. That's the greatest of all of us. So anyway, those are those three things. I feel most comfortable doing the live stream just because it's easy. Just turn it on and I go. But I like looking, not comment too much. I'll just say live streaming feels easiest to me, but I enjoy making the pre-recorded long-form videos as well. You've seen my shorts before. I'm sure most of you watching will have. Figuring out the process for those who want. Because I want to publish them. I want to make shorts that are both, landscape, horizontal, and then the vertical ones. Just because I think both based upon how people's brains work and also how short videos are commonly distributed, both are necessary at the moment. So that's it. Just to clarify to my audience, and I'm just going to say it straight to minimize any confusion. When I say Allah or anything like that, I'm referring to land. That if you look at my language, Igbo language, IGBO language, again, well, I believe some people disagree with me there. I don't think that's the proper name for the language, but that is the name that most people with my common reference point, and I'll just say it like that, call my language. So if you look that up, you'll find my reference. The word they use for land is Allah, A-L-A. Other people use other variants like A-N-A, Ana. And again, I know this will be debatable. I'm not a tone marking person, but people might debate the tones I'm using. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that to clarify what I'm saying. I'm not referring to anything else. Anyway. Allah, 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 Allah. Allah, Allah, Allah. No, Allah, Allah. No, that's not it. Allah, Allah, Allah. At least not coming from my mouth. Everyone says everything differently. Okay, so we have pre-recorded videos. Atamata Madioha, flashing videos. Amadioha. We have Onion, those short videos. Fourth, we have what is known as a what is that? Audio. I produce those. Those are very hard for me to produce, at least thus far, just because the entire process involves the process of uniting all the pieces of those involves a lot of what I would call small actions. And I'm not, what I say. My default setting is not to do small actions. So, things like what they call, I don't want to say, let me just say, let's say like mixing. That is not my default setting. I can do it, but it's taxing. So because of that, producing those is a flex. But I enjoy having that out there. I'll just say it like that. So that's the fourth. Put that in a different category than the first three, though, just because one, there's no moving visual, and then two, the bare minimum threshold for making it is much higher for me. Yes. So those first three, I would say those are my solar, what most people call my sun, the power of faith. The eye of the soul, eye of faith. Eye is power, but I think in some ways if you translate it with other things, it can mean higher. Anyway, most people today, if they are trying, would probably translate that as eye of light, but ancestors told me eye is power. It makes sense. Don't just look at something, T-I-N on it, put power in it. Think of a machine that receives things, that has to put power up to these things. That's how our vision works. Anyway. Ooh, I registered a viewer. Greetings. Welcome. Okay, anyway, we have Mania. You can't even Mania. You can't get anything. Three things of the solar. Around your then I have the audio only music. So those are four things. Fifth one, it's weird. It's the easiest one for me to do. In a way, the one I enjoy the most. I think it's the one I inherently enjoy the most. That's just making great art. Check out my art on Patreon. Each network has an art. So that's just art that is available for sale. Yesterday on Mogate's Patreon, I put up the latest art piece about the hand of God, also called the Final Countdown, also called the Saber-Tooth. Check it out. It features what most people call a saber-tooth cat. The lead cat tags it. Ooh, the gaze. G-A-Z, gaze. Ooh, I just saw 11:11. Let's make a wish. That's my wish. Watch sin away from this place. Okay. So there's that, and then there's there's my art, NKA. Apparently, art is not the right word for it, but that's what most people use. Remember, English is not a proper language, so most of the words we use are not even correct. Just keep that in mind. Anyway. So we have that, and then we have, so that's 5 things I've named so far. First 3 are Indian Ekwensewu, loosely translated as creepy music, and I'll just add in, if you can't see the subject that's singing, that's a little creepy. Doesn't mean it's bad, but we should have a lot of music that features visuals as well. Sometimes creepiness is inevitable. Ooh, Kaguna Nogo. Ooh, I don't think I opened up a prayer probably. Well, I didn't do the photo anyway. Yeah. Neptune. That's stuff you call cover art. Form of Neptune used called the face to see. So I make those as well to represent my ideas. That's the 6th product. It's a form of art, but there's art in it, I'll say. Let's leave it at that. So the art and the Ihu are in the same category, those 2 things. Anyanu, 3 things there, 1 thing there. I don't know what zone it is, but anyway, those are 6 things. So those are my 6 major products. Then there is what we call writing. That has to go along with all those playing. That's what trips me up, because I'm a good writer. It's a very strenuous activity. It just is what it is. But then there's the 2 forms of Ekwensu. You have what most people call writing, which is really Oku, which is Ekwensu the opposite. Because when you think about it, those words we write, they kind of wash over us a lot. It's not the best way for us to process information, but it has to exist at some point. Or at least it has to show something. And then there's what's really Ekwensu, which is really if you have like handwritten notes and also handwritten sketches that are quick. Those are apparently integral. I can see why. The backup template that holds it. both part of a Quincy, which is eating a Quincy, something creepy. Something to mess up your mind. Oh, let's try hitting it like this. It's a different sound. Let's see if I hit this. How do I? And there's muddy. And there's things like mixing. These are actions now that are necessary to create some of these things. Mixing. Oh, and then moving. I say it now, those activities give me a lot of trouble, but at least it's two things, really. But then there's moving files from one device to another, from place to place. And then there's mixing. But the one that really gives me the most anxiety is mixing. Mixing. Apparently mixing is oh shoot. Mixing is the love of my life, but I have trouble doing what the love of my life does. That makes sense. Anyway, that's why you need the love of your life. They complete you. The head of the ocean. Super much, Our Lady, ocean, same thing. Okay, that was a productive session. I think I got what I wanted out of that now. Thank you for watching. I think I'll spin and then I'll leave. Anyway, I hope this is helpful to you guys. Maybe you guys can integrate this practice into your own lives. Thank you very much. See you next time. Goodbye.